Okay, here we are at the end of round 2. We did our last 2 front post double crochet in the same stitch, and there's the chain 2 from the beginning of the round, followed by the first 2 front post double crochet. So to finish round 2, you're going to slip into the top of the first front post double crochet. First front post double crochet, slip into the top. Okay. So for round 3, you're going to start with 2 chain, and this is counting as your first double crochet. So normally your first double crochet would go in the top of the first stitch, which is the front post double crochet right here. But we're not going to do a double crochet there because the chain 2 counts as that stitch. So now we do a front post double crochet in the same stitch. So that same first front post double crochet is where we do our first front post double crochet. Okay, now we have another front post double crochet. So there's the first one. We're going to do the next one in the next front post double crochet right here. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now we finished the first motif repeat. So the chain 2 is the first double crochet, the first front post double crochet, and the second front post double crochet. So now at the beginning of the motif, again, we're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. So that's a front post double crochet is the next stitch. We're going to do in the top of that stitch a double crochet. Okay, now we do a front post double crochet in the same stitch. So the same stitch here, but we're going to do a front post. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now we've done those 2 stitches. We did a double crochet and a front post in the same stitch. So now we do another front post double crochet in the next stitch. So that's the top of the stitch, but we're going to do it around the post. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so there's the end of the second motif. So now we've done 2 repeats. So we have our first chain 2 that counts as our first double crochet, a front post in the first stitch, another front post in the next stitch, okay, and a double crochet in the next stitch, a front post in the same stitch, and another front post. Okay, so there's the end of round 3. We finished our last front post double crochet, and we're going to slip to the first front post double crochet. So to recap, we had our first motif, there's our second motif, there's a third one, here's the fourth one, and all the way around. Okay, so you're going to slip to the top of the first front post double crochet, so right there. Okay, first one. Okay, so there's round 3. So round 2, we're going to start with a chain 2, as usual, and that counts as our first double crochet. So now we do a front post double crochet, and now we do a double. So this round alternates double front, and we do it in the next stitch. So the next is right here. We have a front post double crochet as the next stitch. So on the top of that, we're going to do a double crochet. Now we do a front post double crochet in the same stitch. So here's that same front post. We do a front post in the same stitch. Okay, so here's our next stitch is a double crochet. So we're repeating our motif now. Right here in the next stitch, we do a double crochet. Okay, so recapping again, there was the chain 2 is double crochet, front post, double crochet, front post, and same stitch. So now we're starting to repeat. We did a double. We do a front post in the next front post, a double crochet in the next, which is a front post, and a front post in the same stitch. So that's the end of 2 repeats now. Okay, so we're going to do a third repeat, double crochet at the start of the repeat, and then a front post in the next stitch, and then a double crochet in the next stitch, so it'll be this one here, and then a front post double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, so that we have 3 repeats here. We have a chain, front, double, front. There's the chain that counts as the first double, front, front. And we're just repeating double, front, double, front. And when you're finished, you get to the end of the round, you'll slip to the top of this first front post.